Welcome to ASTRALX Eliminating Your Cosmic Path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist, and I am so excited to be diving into the stars with you today.
And I'm Lunaria, Selene, your intuitive guide, and together we'll be exploring the profound ways the cosmos influences your life. And today...
Today we're embarking on a fascinating deep dive
Yes.
to explore the unique energy of an Aquarius Sun Woman with Leo rising.
Specifically, as we move through the year 2025.
Imagine, if you will, a rebel queen.
Ooh.
Someone who leads a revolution, but does it with a dazzling smile.
That's the kind of captivating paradox
That we're dealing with here.
It's a beautiful image, and one that really captures the essence of this astrological blend.
So before we get too far, let's define what sun and rising signs represent for anyone new to astrology.
Okay.
Your sun sign is your core identity, the essence of who you are.
Right.
Your rising sign, on the other hand, is the mask you wear,
Mm-hmm.
the personality you project outward, and how others perceive you.
That's a great way to put it.
And when we combine these two powerful energies,
Yes.
the independent, visionary Aquarius Sun with the charismatic, confident Leo rising.
We get a woman who is both unique and compelling.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit further.
Sounds good.
We'll start with the Aquarius Sun Woman.
Okay.
What are some of the key traits that define her?
The Aquarius Sun Woman is often described as a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
She's independent, innovative, and deeply humanitarian.
She's definitely not afraid to stand out from the crowd.
No, she is not.
And her authenticity is palpable?
It makes you wonder, how does this independent spirit affect her relationships?
It's a great question.
Well, while the Aquarius woman enjoys social settings and connecting with others, there's a certain level of emotional detachment that can be present.
Oh.
This isn't to say she's cold or unfeeling,
No.
but rather that she maintains a healthy distance
Okay.
in order to protect her independence.
So it's not like she's pushing people away.
Not intentionally.
She needs that space.
Got it.
It's a paradox that adds to her mystique. It's fascinating how Aquarius women can be so drawn to crowds, yet maintain that independent spirit.
Yes.
It's like they're observers of the human trauma, always analyzing and seeking knowledge.
Exactly. They're deep thinkers constantly seeking knowledge. This makes them excellent communicators and problem solvers.
Right.
But they also have a unique ability to see the big picture,
Yeah.
to connect the dots in ways that others often miss.
And let's not forget their humanitarian spirit.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like they have this innate drive to make the world a better place, always striving for positive change.
Absolutely. Their compassion and desire to uplift humanity are defining traits.
Now let's shift our focus to the influence of the Leo rising.
Okay.
What does this add to the mix?
Well, think of it this way.
Okay.
The Leo rising infuses the Aquarius sun's coolness with a healthy dose of warmth, generosity, and a love for self-expression.
I'm curious to see how these seemingly contrasting energies harmonize.
Right.
On one hand, you have this independent revolutionary spirit, and on the other, you have this desire for the spotlight.
Picture a queen stepping onto the stage, radiating confidence and charisma.
How does that work?
This is a woman who knows how to command attention and is not afraid to go after what she wants.
So we're talking about someone who is both a visionary and a performer.
Precisely.
Someone who can lead a movement and inspire a crowd.
But it's important to understand a particular astrological concept here called whole sign houses,
Okay.
which is common in Hellenistic astrology.
Okay.
With Leo rising, this means that Leo's energy doesn't just influence outward appearance.
Okay.
It permeates their entire being,
Wow.
affecting how they approach work relationships and even their inner world.
That's fascinating.
It is.
So it's not just about this superficial desire for attention.
No.
It's woven into the very fabric of their being. This makes me think there's got to be some serious fireworks.
Oh, yes.
When you combine this with the independent Aquarius sun.
You're right. There is a cosmic tension at play here.
Okay.
The Aquarius's need for independence can sometimes clash with the Leo's desire for attention and validation.
Right.
It's a delicate dance between freedom and connection.
It sounds like a thrilling yet challenging journey.
It certainly can be.
For an Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman.
But within those challenges lies immense potential for growth.
Yeah.
By embracing both her independent spirit and her desire to guide, she can harness these seemingly opposing forces
Okay.
to create a life of purpose and passion.
It sounds like self-awareness is key here.
Absolutely. Understanding her strengths and weaknesses allows her to navigate this cosmic dance with grace and confidence.
But now let's dive a bit deeper into how this particular woman might approach something like pleasure.
Okay.
What makes her tick?
For an Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman, pleasure is not simply about indulgence.
This is where it gets really interesting.
It's about growth transformation and
Oh.
learning. She seeks out experiences that challenge her to evolve and expand her horizons.
So it's not about superficial thrills,
No.
but about those deep, meaningful encounters
Yes.
that truly enrich her life.
It's about authenticity, honesty, and depth in all things.
I'm sensing there's a vulnerability beneath that confident exterior, wouldn't you say?
You're very perceptive.
Yeah.
The Leo rising woman, while appearing strong and self-assured, can be deeply affected by rejection and failure.
Oh.
This stems from that feeling of always being on stage with the world watching her every move.
Right.
It's that constant awareness of the audience that can make them a bit sensitive to criticism.
It's a good reminder that even the most radiant souls have their tender spots.
They do.
But speaking of radiant, let's talk about romantic compatibility.
Okay.
Astrologically speaking, which signs might harmonize well, have this unique blend?
Well, fire signs tend to get along well with other fire signs, so Sagittarius, with its fiery nature and love for adventure, naturally complements the Leo rising's zest for life.
Right.
It suggests a passionate, spontaneous, and dynamic partnership.
That makes sense.
It does.
So you're saying it's less about opposites attract and more about finding that shared energy?
Often, yes. Although another good match can be found with another Aquarius.
Oh?
Their shared appreciation for individuality and intellectual stimulation can create a balanced exchange, where both partners feel seen and supported.
So it's about finding that balance between shared energy and allowing space for individual expression.
Exactly.
What about signs that might present more challenges?
Relationships with water signs like Cancer or earth signs like Capricorn could prove more challenging.
Can you elaborate on why these pairings might be less harmonious?
Well, Cancers, with their nurturing and sensitive nature, might feel a bit overwhelmed by the Leo rising's need for attention and validation.
Okay.
Their emotional styles are just very different.
Got it.
On the other hand, Capricorns who are very grounded and value predictability might find the Leo rising's dramatic flair and spontaneity a bit exhausting.
So you're saying it's not necessarily a bad match, just one that requires a bit more work and understanding?
Exactly. No two signs are inherently incompatible.
Right.
It all depends on the individuals involved and their willingness to compromise and communicate.
Okay.
But speaking of work, let's shift gears and explore what success might look like for an Aquarius, Sun Leo, rising woman in the professional realm.
I imagine her career path is anything but ordinary.
It is.
She's got vision and charisma.
Yes.
So what kind of roles do you see her excelling in?
She is a natural builder, always coming up with big ideas and innovative solutions. So any career that allows her to express her unique vision,
Okay.
be it leadership, entrepreneurship, or creative fields, would be ideal.
I can definitely see her leading a movement, creating a successful business, or even becoming a renowned artist.
Absolutely.
But with that Aquarius influence, I imagine there's also a part of her that wants to make a difference in the world.
You're spot on.
Yeah.
She's driven to excel, but she wants her work to be meaningful and impactful. She won't be satisfied with just climbing the corporate ladder.
No.
She needs to feel like she's making a real contribution to society.
But I'm also sensing a certain duality in her approach to work.
Absolutely.
How so?
There's a part of her that wants to make it all look effortless,
Uh-huh.
to achieve success with grace and ease.
Right.
But behind the scenes, she's putting in the work, dedicating herself to mastering her craft. She's not afraid of hard work, but she also understands the importance of presenting a polished and confident image to the world.
Okay, so she's a powerhouse, but she's also got style.
Yes.
Now let's talk about motherhood.
Okay.
How do these independent and expressive energies manifest in her role as a mother?
She's the kind of mother who encourages confidence in her children, instilling in them a belief in their own greatness.
Right.
She'll push them to pursue their dreams fearlessly, but she'll also provide a strong foundation of love and support.
So she's nurturing, but she's also got boundaries, right?
Right. She runs her household with clear expectations, emphasizing discipline, focus, and dedication.
Okay.
Her parenting style is a balanced blend of warmth and structure.
It sounds like she creates a supportive yet challenging environment for her children to thrive.
She does.
But let's shift gears one last time and touch on health and well-being.
Okay.
Are there any specific areas that an Aquarius, Sun, Leo, rising woman should be mindful of?
From an astrological perspective, Aquarius is associated with the circulatory system and ankles.
Okay.
So it's important for her to stay active and maintain good blood flow.
Right.
Leo, on the other hand, rules the heart.
Uh-huh.
So it's essential for her to find healthy ways to manage stress and express her emotions.
It's a good reminder that self-care is an integral part of any cosmic journey.
It is.
But before we dive into the specific astrological influences of 2025,
Okay.
I want to take a moment to talk about a powerful resource for women seeking deeper insights into their astrological journey.
Sounds good.
Jyotish and Vedic astrology.
These ancient practices offer a profound framework for self-discovery and empowerment.
It sounds like a personalized roadmap
It is.
for navigating life's journey.
That's a great way to put it.
So tell me more about Jyotish and Vedic astrology.
Well, they can provide personalized guidance
Mm.
based on an individual's unique birth chart,
Okay.
revealing their strengths, challenges, and life purpose.
If you're looking to explore this further, there's a wonderful platform called Lunar Astro
Oh, yes.
that provides consultations based on these principles.
It's a great resource.
Tell me more about it.
Lunar Astro offers a variety of services including relationship and marriage consultations,
Uh-huh.
career guidance, and even health consultations.
Okay.
They have a team of experienced astrologers, all guided by world-renowned expert Deepanshu Giriji.
It sounds like an incredible resource for women seeking deeper understanding and guidance on their cosmic path.
It is.
But for now, let's transition back to our deep dive
Okay.
and explore the astrological influences specific to 2025.
Sounds good.
What do the stars have in store for our Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman?
The year begins with a significant event.
Oh,
A full moon in Leo on February 12th.
okay.
This lunar event illuminates her creative potential and encourages her to embrace her authentic self.
So it's a time for her to step into the spotlight and express her unique gifts.
Precisely.
This full moon amplifies her Leo rising energy,
Yes.
urging her to shine brightly and embrace her desire for recognition.
It does.
What other celestial movements will influence her journey throughout the year?
As the year progresses, Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect, transitions into Pisces.
How will this planetary shift affect her?
Mercury in Pisces heightens her intellection and deepens her connection to her spiritual side.
Oh,
It's a time for introspection and self-discovery, for exploring her inner world and connecting with her dreams.
so it's a period of inward reflection,
Yes.
a chance to tap into her subconscious and uncover hidden truths.
Exactly.
This astrological transit encourages her to trust her instincts and embrace her intuitive wisdom.
It does.
It sounds like 2025 is a year of profound transformation for her.
It is.
A delicate balance between outward expression and inward exploration.
You've captured the essence perfectly.
It's a year for her to embrace both her radiant Leo energy and her introspective Aquarian side,
Yes.
allowing these forces to harmonize and guide her toward her highest potential.
Exactly.
This deep dive has been truly enlightening.
It has.
It's amazing how these astrological insights can provide clarity and guidance on our personal journeys.
Indeed.
The stars offer a profound language, a way of understanding ourselves and the world around us.
They do.
Before we wrap up, I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier, the concept of feminine power.
Okay.
How does this astrological combination embody this powerful energy?
The Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman embodies feminine strength, creativity, and compassion.
She's a leader, a nurturer, and a visionary, a force for positive change in the world. She's a true representation of the modern woman, balancing her independence with her desire for connection, her intellect with her passion,
It's beautiful.
and her personal fulfillment with her commitment to making a difference.
Cecily, she embraces her duality,
Uh-huh.
her strength and her vulnerability, her desire to lead and her capacity to nurture.
It's inspiring to witness this harmonious blend of feminine power in action.
It is.
Well, this has been an absolutely captivating deep dive into the world of the Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman in 2025.
It has.
Before we move on to part 2 of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to remind our listeners that personalized astrological readings delivered as pre-recorded audio files sent directly to your email
Yes.
are available for purchase.
They are.
You can find the link in the episode description.
Be sure to follow ASTRALX
Yes.
for more enlightening deep dives into the mysteries of the cosmos.
We're here to illuminate your path and empower you to embrace the magic within.
We are.
Now, as we conclude this first part of our exploration, I leave you with this thought-provoking question.
Okay.
Knowing the strengths and challenges of this astrological blend, what unique contributions do you think an Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman might make to the world in 2025 and beyond?
Ooh, good question.
We'll explore this and more in part 2 of our deep dive.
It's certainly a question worth pondering. How might this unique blend of innovation, compassion, and creative expression shape the world? I, for one, am excited to see what she accomplishes.
I can already imagine her leading movements, advocating for social justice, pushing boundaries in technology and the arts, maybe even pioneering new forms of spiritual expression. But before we get too carried away, I want to go back to the concept of whole sign houses, which you mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on what that means for our Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman?
Of course. In traditional Western astrology, each house in the birth chart represents a specific area of life, such as career, relationships, finances, and so on.
Right, I'm familiar with the basic structure of the birth chart.
Excellent. Now, with whole sign houses,
Okay.
which is often used in Hellenistic astrology, the sign of the ascendant or rising sign becomes the first house.
Okay.
Then each subsequent sign rules the next house in order.
Okay, I think I'm following. So in this case with Leo rising,
Yes.
the first house would be Leo, the second house would be Virgo, the third house would be Libra, and so on.
Precisely. This means that the energy of Leo permeates the entire chart, influencing every single area of her life.
Wow.
It's not just about her outward personality,
Right.
but about how she approaches everything she does.
Wow, that's a powerful influence. Like having this radiant, confident energy infused into every aspect of your being.
That's a great way to put it. It colors her career choices, her relationships, her finances, her spiritual path. It really is quite fascinating.
This actually reminds me of something we discussed earlier about her approach to pleasure. It's not just about indulgence, but about growth and transformation. Can you speak a bit more about that?
Absolutely. For the Leo rising woman, pleasure is a form of self-discovery.
Okay.
It's about experiencing life to the fullest, embracing all of her senses, and squeezing every bit of learning she can from each encounter.
So it's not about seeking out fleeting moments of gratification, but about finding those experiences that nourish her soul,
Yes.
challenge her perspectives, and ultimately help her evolve as a person.
Exactly. She approaches pleasure with intentionality and seeks out experiences that align with her values, feed her curiosity, and inspire her to grow.
This makes me wonder how this translates into her romantic relationships.
Yes.
Would she be drawn to someone who shares this mindful, growth-oriented approach to pleasure?
That's a great question. Yes, absolutely. She needs a partner who can match her passion, her zest for life, her desire to constantly learn and explore. It needs to be a deep, meaningful connection on all levels.
So it's not just about physical attraction.
No.
It's about finding someone who can stimulate her mind, make her laugh, challenge her intellectually, and ultimately support her on this journey of growth and expansion.
You're exactly right. She craves a partner who can reflect her authentic self back to her, someone who celebrates her strengths and encourages her to embrace her vulnerabilities. A true partner in crime, so to speak.
It sounds like an incredibly powerful and transformative dynamic. But let's talk about the flip side of that coin for a moment.
Okay.
We mentioned earlier that she can be sensitive to rejection and failure. Can you expand on why that is?
It goes back to that feeling of being on stage that we talked about, because Leo rising individuals are so aware of how they're perceived by others, they can be deeply affected by criticism or disapproval. They yearn to be loved and admired. So rejection can sting a bit more than it might for others.
So even though she projects this air of confidence, deep down there's a certain fragility that comes with being so in tune with the perceptions of others.
Yes. And I think that's true for most of us to some degree. It's a good reminder that even the most seemingly confident individuals have their insecurities and vulnerabilities.
Well said. Now, as we continue to explore this fascinating astrological blend, I want to touch on something that's essential for growth and transformation. Self-awareness.
Yes.
How can an Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman cultivate a deeper understanding of herself? What tools are available to her?
Astrology itself can be a powerful tool for self-awareness.
Okay.
By studying her birth chart and diving deeper into the nuances of her Aquarius Sun and Leo rising, she can gain a much greater understanding of her strengths, weaknesses, tendencies, and karmic patterns.
It's like having this cosmic mirror reflecting back to her the essence of who she is.
I love that analogy. Another simple yet powerful tool is journaling.
Right.
It allows her to process her emotions, work through her thoughts, and uncover hidden desires or aspirations.
Journaling is so great for introspection and self-reflection. It really helps you connect with your inner world and understand what makes you tick, What other practices might be helpful for her?
Mindfulness practices like meditation and yoga can also be transformative. These help cultivate a deeper sense of presence, allowing her to observe her thoughts and emotions without judgment and tap into her intuition.
So it's about slowing down, tuning in, and really listening to that inner voice. Sometimes it's the quietest whispers that hold the most wisdom.
That's so true. And it's also important to remember that she doesn't have to do this all alone.
Mm-hmm.
Engaging in open, honest conversations with trusted friends, family members, or even a therapist can be incredibly insightful and supportive.
Right. Sometimes you just need an outside perspective to help you connect the dots and see things in a new light. But as we start to wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to come back to the theme of feminine power.
Okay.
How does this Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman embody this energy in a unique and powerful way?
She embodies feminine power through her authenticity, her sharp intellect, her boundless creativity, and her deeply compassionate heart.
She's a true force to be reckoned with and a shining example of what it means to be a powerful woman in a world that often tries to dim our light.
Well said. She challenges societal norms, embraces her individuality, and uses her unique gifts to make a positive impact on the world.
It's a beautiful reminder that feminine power is not about dominance or control, but about being our authentic selves, leading with love and compassion, and using our voices to create meaningful change.
Beautifully put, it's about supporting each other, nurturing our dreams, and inspiring others to do the same.
She embodies the archetype of the modern woman,
Yes.
balancing independence with connection intellect, with passion and personal fulfillment, with a desire to make a difference.
This conversation has been truly inspiring.
It has.
It's a testament to the transformative power of astrology and a beautiful reminder of the boundless potential that resides within each of us.
But before we move on to the final part of our deep dive, I want to remind everyone that personalized astrological readings delivered as pre-recorded audio files sent right to your email are available for purchase through the link in our episode description.
And be sure to follow ASTRALX for more enlightening deep dives into the mysteries of the cosmos.
We're here to illuminate your path and empower you to embrace the magic within.
Yes.
Now, as we transition into the final part of our deep dive, I'll leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
Knowing the complexities and possibilities of this astrological blend, what steps can an Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman take to embrace her full potential and create a life that's truly aligned with her soul's purpose? Let's explore that together in part 3.
It's all about taking inspired action.
Yeah, what does that look like?
Well, remember, she's a visionary with a heart full of compassion and a drive to make a real difference in the world.
Exactly. So it's not enough to simply understand her astrological blueprint.
Right.
She needs to use that knowledge as fuel for her journey. What are some practical steps she can take to align her life with her true purpose?
Well, she can start by continuing to explore her astrological blueprint, diving deeper into the nuances of her Aquarius Sun and Leo rising.
Yeah.
The more she understands about herself on a cosmic level, the more empowered she will feel to make choices that are aligned with her authentic self.
It's like having a cosmic roadmap guiding her towards her destiny.
Exactly. And remember, astrology is not about faith or predetermination.
Right?
It's about understanding your potential and using that knowledge to make conscious choices.
That's a really important point. It's not about letting the stars dictate your life.
Right.
It's about using them as a tool for self-discovery and empowerment.
Absolutely. Now, in addition to exploring her astrological blueprint,
Okay.
she can also experiment with different spiritual practices that resonate with her soul.
Yeah.
Whether it's meditation, yoga, energy healing, or simply spending time in nature,
Mm.
finding ways to nourish her spirit is essential for staying grounded and connected to her inner wisdom.
It's about creating that sacred space for introspection and self-care, isn't it? The world can be a pretty chaotic place,
It can.
especially for someone who's as sensitive and in tune with the energy around them as our Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman.
You're absolutely right. She needs that time to recharge, to connect with her intuition, and to listen to the whispers of her soul. It's where she'll find her truest guidance.
And sometimes that means taking a step back from the spotlight, even though her Leo rising might crave that attention and validation.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between expressing herself outwardly and nurturing her inner world. Both are equally important.
Now, as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to emphasize one final point, community. Our Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman might be fiercely independent, but that doesn't mean she has to go it alone.
I completely agree. Surrounding herself with a supportive community of like-minded individuals, people who celebrate her uniqueness and encourage her to shine her brightest, is absolutely essential for her well-being and growth.
It's about finding her tribe, her soul family, the people who see her for who she truly is and love her unconditionally.
Beautifully said. Remember, she's a leader, a visionary, a force for positive change. And while she's more than capable of forging her own path, having a strong support system in place will make her journey that much more fulfilling and impactful.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive into the multifaceted world of the Aquarius Sun Leo rising woman. It's been a joy exploring her potential, her challenges, and her unique path to self-discovery.
The pleasure was all mine. It's always inspiring to witness the power and beauty of the feminine archetype, especially in such a complex and fascinating astrological combination.
Before we say goodbye, I want to remind everyone that personalized astrological readings delivered as pre-recorded audio files sent right to your email are available for purchase through the link in our episode description.
And don't forget to follow ASTRALX for more enlightening deep dives into the mysteries of the cosmos. We're here to illuminate your path and empower you to embrace the magic within.
Thank you for joining us on this cosmic journey. May you continue to explore the depths of your own astrological blueprint and create a life that's filled with purpose, passion, and authentic expression. Until next time, may the stars guide your every step.